Welcome everyone to Making Money on the Guild Wars 2 Trading Post. This time I'd like to talk about crafting. And you notice I'm not in the game right now because it is incredibly difficult to find out in-game whether something that you craft will make you money. Yes, you can go item by item and you can check the crafting materials on the trading post, and you can check the item that you're selling and do a little bit of math item by item. But unfortunately, this is a young game, and in a young game there are a lot of people leveling up a crafting profession, which always means that you're crafting at a loss because the materials that you put into the craft cost more because they're at a higher demand, and the materials you create nobody needs because they're making it themselves. Not to mention the fact that in a MMO style RPG, whenever you're crafting things at a low level to high level, so all this low level stuff is useless because you're just going to replace it anyway. Only the high level stuff is valuable. Okay, so we're going to use Guild Wars 2 Spidey to quickly ascertain what's profitable. So here's the website. Once again, same layout as I've shown you before. We're going to go to the crafting tab here up top. We're going to check Armorsmith for the first one. And when you select a craft, there are no filters yet. Now you notice this website is under progress, is under construction. It's constantly being updated. But you have all the relevant information. Now this cost column is what we want to look at. This cost column is the cost to craft. Because we clicked on crafting, this cost is cost to craft, not buy orders and sell orders. Okay? So the profit here is the net between the cost to craft and the sell price, as well as the trading post cut. So you noticed here the difference between 14 and 11 is only 3, but the profit is -4 gold. That's because of the additional 15% cut. Okay, so we're going to take a look and we're going to sort by profit. Ooh, -214, that just hurts. Let's look at the profitable ones. There we go. At the very top, we have a box of Cleric's Gladiator armor. Let's take a look at it. When you click on it, it tells you how to make it. First thing you want to look at is the shopping list. Total listing of all the items that you need. Now, this tooltip that pops up, this is powered by GW2DB, which is an excellent resource also for looking at items that you're looking to invest in. But here, the shopping list allows you to purchase each one of these items, and then in the end, you will be able to craft the box of Cleric's Gladiator armor. This is a customizable list too, because there are some items which have multiple stages of crafting, such as a dark steel ingot is used to make the box. However, you can craft a dark steel ingot yourself. Now, in this case, it is cheaper to buy the dark steel ingot, 13 silver, 60 copper, as opposed to craft it. Actually, it looks like it's the same price. So you can select whether you want to buy or craft. If you happen to have some platinum ore sitting in the bank or something like that, you might choose to craft because you don't have to purchase it. You've already sunk the time into it, that sort of thing. So you can customize what you want, and it will output a shopping list customized for you. And so then we look over here at the profit section. The cost to craft it, the amount it's selling for on the trading post, listing fees minus listing fees and transaction fees, you have your profit. Wonderful, let's do it. Except not so fast. The items at the top of the list you always have to be very wary about because they are usually the low volume, high margin items I've talked about before. Unfortunately, especially with the box of items, one supply. People don't buy them very often. People make them not very often. And that one person who supplied it chose whatever price they wanted. They said, 5 gold sounds good. So they posted it there. That doesn't mean it's going to sell there. The only time when you can tell, when you can really have any confidence that an item will sell for the price that it's listed at, is when it has a good history. When it only has one supply, it probably is not going to sell for that amount. When it has 10 or 20, yeah, you can have a fairly good confidence that it's there. When it has hundreds, thousands, or up to the millions, you know that that's a good price. It consistently sells at that price. I'm not confident in that 5 gold. I would not touch the box of Cleric's Gladiator armor because I have no confidence that investing all that gold into making this box will net me anything. Now, there are other ways to value the box of items, but for now, we're going to pass. We're not going to craft this to make a profit. Let's hit the back button a couple times. Let's get past the boxes. Now, here's a specific item. Once again, we're making about 1 gold, 16 silver, but let's check the volume. Supply 6. More confident? Okay, how steady has this price been? Okay, there's a spike there, that's fine. Okay, fairly steady price. We can be fairly confident that this is good. However, look at that spike. I don't like that spike because that means that it's probably really only valued down here. Okay, so let's move back. Let's find another item. Cleric's Draconic Boots. Now we're only making 54 silver each, so the question is it worth your time? I don't know. Supply of 11. There we go. Now we're starting to get into a better market where there's enough to be more confident that it will sell for that particular price. Also, the other thing to compare is the supply versus the demand. There are times where there's only one supply and there's 20 or 30 demand. Well, those are most likely just bottom feeders who are looking to get something for really cheap and flip it to make a profit, like me, or something like that. What you want to look for is an item that has a decent sized supply and a decent sized demand, so you know that items are changing hands, that things are moving through the market. If you're posting things and you don't know that they're moving through the market, there's no point. You're just tying up several gold in crafting costs for, however long it's going to take to sell. So that's the basics of using crafting to make a profit. I would definitely continue looking through this list, going to page 2, 3, 4, and looking for items that have a higher volume and crafting those. Thanks for watching.